all of a sudden, you know, the last year, I mean, until now, until February 20, actually here, it was really good. And we never had quarantine. Only for a few months, they closed the schools and universities. Supermarkets everywhere were open. But now, in February 20, they say that some people came from abroad and they just traveled, walked around the city. Actually, they didn't stay in quarantine. And now because of these people, now we have more cases every day, like 30, 40 new cases. They close the schools and universities suddenly, and everything now we are doing online. So now people are afraid here also to go, not out actually, to public places or to go to restaurants or even supermarkets. What can we do, Ayan? So the best thing is here, we need to change our lifestyle a little bit, right? And now it's different. What can we do? So try to find something new, try to make something, I mean, if you have free time, uh, improve some skills at home, if we can, and try to read more books and have somehow try to spend your time meaningfully. Good. So today is March 12th. Mr. Rifa,
Hello, Mr.
Professor,
Professor.
how are you?
I'm not professor, but okay. Good, thanks. What about you?
Why is your camera off?
Okay, no
But
problem.
last time we had a deal, right? You were going to keep your camera on in the class.
Did we do a deal?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
So if you just keep camera on, I was going to buy very special ice cream.
Oh, you will send it via airplane.
Rifa, in your lifetime, have you ever eaten fried ice cream?
Fried ice. I I think yeah. It's something about. Uh,
Now, did you
no,
ever
I don't.
eat or not fried ice cream?
No, I think.
Ayan, how about you? Have you ever heard about this?
How is it even?
No,
It will melt.
That's also interesting. One day I was working, one day our principal came and he told us that, guys, today we are going to go to one hotel and they have fried ice cream. So I'm going to give you, I mean, the treat actually to everybody. And I was surprised. How come? Maybe he's joking. But we went there. I was waiting. Okay, of course, very excited, and they just brought fried ice cream. It's really hot, but it is ice cream. How did they do that? Actually, they just make a bowl of ice cream and they just soak this with a kind of dough or something, okay? And they just fried this very, very short time, for a very short time, and just take it out from the oil. And after that, they serve it to the table, okay? So it is a kind of fancy name. Of course, everybody, when they hear that's fried ice cream, wow. And it's just normal ice cream, but they just fry this for a very short time and serve it to the table. And they call this fried ice cream. Interesting, because of course the outer part is very hot, inside it is ice cream, and the name is fried ice cream. Ayan, do you have any idea why Jasmine is absent? Because she's sick today?
no, I don't know.
Because last
But
time she was not feeling well.
it's her birthday tomorrow, so maybe she's preparing. It's not like her birthday, but it's her birthday party.
Ah, I see. Okay, good. Right, then let's start. As you know, Ayan and Rifa, Mr. Murat is also here. Last time we started this question to Sasmo 2015 S2. Okay. Before we continue, Ayan, let me just tell you something about that Singa. Okay. Because you should not confuse between Sasmo and the Singa. What is Singa? Singa is uh, it's not a math Olympiad, right? This Sasmo is a math Olympiad, okay? As you see here now, you have some idea about Sasmo questions. And these are from past Sasmo papers. And as you know, actually, we have been solving questions from 2013 and 2014 and 2015. Maybe next time we will solve question from 2016, after 2017 and 2018, and you will have some idea. Okay, now as you see here, some more questions are similar and logical questions about numbers, about counting, and blah, blah, blah. But how about that's what is that? Singa. Singa is for the students. Actually, throughout the world, some countries they use Singapore syllabus. Okay, Singapore math syllabus. Okay, for example, you are grade 8 now. Okay, so until grade 8, that means that grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, what did you learn and how much do you know about these topics? Okay, that is what actually they test students. How to say how much you are ready for grade 8. But this Sasmo again, it's just a contest. It's a competition, math competition among the students. Okay, so these two things are different, and somehow you just said for Singa, and maybe now you are familiar with another different type of testing. Okay, but Sasmo and Singa they are not related to each other. They may have some common things. Okay, but Sasmo is a math competition. Singa is another testing system who are using Singapore syllabus. Ayan, is it clear?
Yes.
Very good.
And by the way, about Singa, can I add something?
Yes.
Yeah, so Rifa and Murad, I'm sorry at that time I hung up on you guys. Just so you know, I wasn't trying to be mean or anything. It was because of my Wi-Fi. So yeah.
So what, did they ask for your help?
It's okay.
Murad, actually, you are so good at multiple choice questions, right? Ayan, all other questions were multiple choice questions? Or you need to just
No,
write the
teacher,
answer?
all of them was open questions. All of them.
All
Yeah,
of them
teacher,
were
we had to write our answer there.
multiple
It
choice
was
questions, right?
no.
No, all of them was open questions.
Yeah.
So you need to write the answer.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Ah, I see.
That's why it was very hard for me. In multiple questions, I'm really good.
Okay. Ayan, can you read this question and let's see what you understand from this question?
Okay. There are 15 rows of seats in a hall, each row having 20 seats. If there are 275 people seated in the hall, at least how many rows have an equal number of people each?
Ayan, do you understand anything?
So there are 15 rows. That means in each row there will be 20 people.
No,
And we
20,
have to,
20 seats. In each row, we have 20 seats. It's like a
yeah,
cinema
20.
hall.
So it will be 20 people, right?
We don't know now how many people are sitting, but what we know is altogether in the hall, we have 275 people.
Yes.
The question is, at least how many rows have an equal number of people each?
What does it mean? Like, does it mean how many rows have the same number of people, or they have
No,
even
like,
numbers, or what?
look, mister, I can explain. At least 16 rows have the same amount, like the equal number.
What? We
But
have only 20 rows, 15 rows here. How can it be 16?
Then I don't know. It's so strange. It's incorrect question.
Okay. All right, just keep in mind. Okay, I just read this. Maybe you are right because the question is not posted here or posed here in the correct way. It's a bit confusing. And maybe you can just screenshot and have a look. And Murat is really very smart boy. He can just come with some different ideas. Mr. Kasem, actually, they wanted to ask that thing. All right. Okay. And then after that, when it's clear, we will give a try. Because this question, I'm thinking, okay, when I read this, it's really confusing. They didn't ask the question the correct way, I think. Okay, and after that, we will discuss this later. Now, for now, I'm going to skip this question. Okay. So that is very interesting question. Murat, reread this question and I'm going to give you some time. Okay, you need to give a try. And after that, we will discuss this. Murat, can you read the question?
Yes. Tom drives 4,000 kilometers during a trip. He rotated the tires, four tires on the car and one spare tire, so that each tire has been used for the same distance at the end of the trip. How many kilometers are covered by each tire?
Ayan, did you understand, Rifa?
Yes.
Can we just divide 4,000 by 4? And it will be 1,000.
Ayan, usually question after 15, you know, they are not the simple question. You need to think a little bit differently. Okay, give a try, but Ayan, did you understand the question?
Not really.
Because usually when we travel, for example, in a car, we always keep one spare tire, right, at the back. So this is our beautiful car, and it has four wheels. This number one, number two, number three, number four. Let me just number them, okay, not to get confused. Let's say this number one, number two, number three, number four. Now at the back, I have one spare tire. It is 5. So now we are going to cover a distance of, what is it? 4,000 kilometers. So the distance is 4,000 kilometers. In the question, it says that he rotates the tires. What does it mean? Now you just travel a little bit, and after that you change tire 1 with tire 5. And after that, travel a little bit. After that, you change tire 2 with the spare tire. Now, what tire is in the spare part now? It is number 1, right? You travel again a little bit. After that, you change the 3 with the spare tire. And you travel a little bit. Again, you change number 4 with another one. And after that, you just reach your destination. Okay, so that means that now actually here it says that so that each tire has been used for the same distance at the end of the trip. How many kilometers are covered by each tire? Okay, that is just explanation part. Now give a try for 2 minutes. After that, we will discuss together.
I am done.
What did you get?
800 by each.
No, think a little bit more, Ayan.
I don't know how it can be any other way. Unless
Did you
you
also divide 4,000 by 5?
yes.
And Ayan, why didn't you multiply by 4?
Why would I multiply by 4?
Because here, look, here, let me just see the situation, okay? First, actually, I just travel with number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. So 5 is spare part here. Let me just put here. Now I travel a little bit, okay? Now I change this. What is it? Now I change 1 with 5. 5, 2, 3, 4. Now actually the spare part is 1. The tire is 1. Again, I travel a little bit. Now I change the second one already. The first one changed, right? Okay, the first one. Now I will change the second one, right? So here we have 5, 1, 3, 4. Now 2 is the spare part. I continue this. Again, now 5, 1, I change number 3. So I have 2 here. Number 3 is spare part now, spare tire here. Now it is 4. I travel again here, right? Now I change 1, 5, 1, 2, number 4. So now I have number 4, sorry. It is number 3, right? Now number 4 is spare part. Again, I travel a little bit. Now I already reached my destination. Because if I change this, again, it will be the same, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 actually is used in the first part. So now how many intervals? Actually, if you look, for example, just look at one tire. For example, which one? Number 1. Okay, number 1 used here, right? To travel this distance. And number 1 used here to travel this distance. And number 1 used here to travel this distance. And number 1 is used here to travel this distance. So altogether, this one is we divide by 800, right? This one is 800, 800, 800, 800, and 800. Only 4 of them, actually for this 4, right? We used number 1. If you check, for example, number 3, also it is used 4 times. Number 5, 4 times. And the number 2, 4 times. So that means here we have 4 times 800, because it says that how many kilometers are covered by each tire. So by each tire, 3,200 kilometers of distance covered.
Okay.
Good. Rifa, read the question.
I think that these questions make a lot of sense.
Which one?
In general, all of them.
Yes, Sasmo questions are really logical questions, and that's why actually what is that? Really good word, right? Thought provoking.
Should I read?
What does mean? It means that you need to think. Otherwise, you cannot solve this using any formula or anything without thinking. You cannot solve this problem. Yes, Rifa, read it.
A diagram? I think we solved it once. No?
Okay,
Didn't
Rifa,
we?
that's a good idea. I really like it. Now you are going to solve this again. Let me see if you can solve this in 3 minutes.
I
Read it
don't
first.
know. No, no, no. I can't.
Read it.
Okay, the diagram shows how an equilateral triangle can be cut into 4 pieces and rearranged to
Read
form a square.
nicely.
Sorry?
Read it nicely.
Okay. This solution of the Haber-Dasher's puzzle is discovered by Henry Dudney.
Dudney.
If the length of Dudney, okay. If the length of the square is 30 centimeters, find the length of triangle correct to the nearest whole number.
Rifa, you have 2.5 minutes. Yes, I am.
Since it's a square, doesn't mean that like all sides are 13 for the
Of
square.
course.
And for example, there's 13 and there's two parts of the triangle. Should we divide by 2? Actually, no, that's wrong. But how can we get a part of the triangle from that?
Now here the idea here is, Ayan, that's why it's not so easy question. That's why this credited to this guy. Okay, he is the one who actually made this puzzle. So in an equilateral triangle, he's saying that we can just do it in such a way that by rearranging these pieces, I can form square. Okay, so the first one. Now suppose it is possible, and let's say the area of triangle is A. So which is equal to 1 over 2 times A times H. And since we are using the same pieces to make the square, and also area of the square must be the same. What is it? It is actually, if the length of the square is 13, right? 13, this area is 13 squared. So now from here, both areas are equal, which means that 1 over 2 times A times H is equal to 13 squared. What is your question? What's the question? Here, you need to find the length of the triangle. What is this A? Okay,
Okay.
Ayan. Think, okay, you have 2.5 minutes. Let's see. After that, we'll discuss. I'm sure that Rifa has already solved this and just waiting for us. Let's see.
No, no.
Mister, the questions are very interesting. Like in general, they're built in a different way. Then, for example, in school Olympiads, it's not about critical thinking. It's just about thinking. And here it's something more.
Yeah, that's why, Murad, I think this Singapore curriculum, this math curriculum, And also Azerbaijan Ministry of Education, I think they are trying to bring this to Azerbaijan and change the math curriculum in Azerbaijan, because the questions are in Singapore system, I also really like them because a lot of questions are thought-provoking and logical, you know, to think. And of course, it's not so easy, but so very, very well prepared. Not only theory-based, you need to use your logic, and then you can do this. Where's my iPad?
No.
Bring it. Be quick. Rifa, 10 seconds. Any answer?
No.
Why not? Well, last time we saw similar question.
I don't remember the solution.
Questions are too hard.
I have an answer.
What
But
is your answer, Aya? Be careful, be careful.
it's 6.5.
No. I also thought about that, but I checked. I don't think it's correct.
6.5? How did you get it, Aya?
I just solved the equation.
I
What
think she just
equation did you
divided
solve?
13 by. I think she just divided 13 by 2.
No, I didn't do that. So I did 1/2 AH equals 13 squared. So 13 squared is 169, and then AH will be 169 divided by 2. That's 84.5. And then A equals 84.5 over H. And for H, I substituted 13, and I have 6.5.
Aya, why did you substitute 13 for H?
Because there's no other number I could substitute.
But why didn't ask me? I would give a more beautiful, sweeter number for you.
Is there any number that we can substitute?
Of course.
What?
Ayan, in your question, did you ever use this number?
No,
Now, what do you think? Why is it given then here?
I don't know.
The best answer. I don't know. Do you know why you don't know?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay. Do you know one thing, Ayan? I'll just ask you one thing. Okay. If you're given a right angle triangle, okay, and this one is A, this one is B, and what is this side? Let's say this C. How are they related to each other? A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Do you know this?
Yes, it's Pythagorean theorem.
Very good. Now I'm going to use this, Ayan, because here this triangle is equilateral triangle. That means all sides are equal, right? If it is A, and also this one is A, and also this side is A. I'm not going
Yeah,
to
but
label A.
then we don't have the
Now,
hypotenuse. How are you going to use that?
yeah, let me just draw a height, okay? And this one is H. So actually, since it's equilateral, this side should be A over 2. And also this one is A over 2. Now I'm going to use this Pythagorean theorem for this. So there, what we have there? So that is A squared plus A over 2 squared is equal to A squared. Because here I need to find A, right? So I'm going to eliminate H from our equation. Otherwise, we cannot solve this. One equation, two variables, we cannot solve this. We can solve, but we have infinitely many solutions. So I'm going to eliminate this. How? From here, H squared is equal to A squared minus A squared over 4, which is equal to 3 over 4A squared. So now from here, what is H? H equals square root of 3 over 2A. Now, if you substitute there, okay, now I'm going to substitute here. So here we have, let me just take 2 to the right hand side. A times, what is H? H is square root of 3 over 2 times A. On the right hand side now, I have 13 squared times 2. Now from here, what is a squared? A squared is also take to the right hand side. 13 squared times 2 squared over square root of 3. So what is a here? Then a is equal to, just I need to take the square root of both sides, right? Square root of both sides. So here we have 13 times 2 over, how about square root of 3? That is fourth root of 3. Now in the question, I'm going to use this. What is 2 over fourth root of 3? As you see here, now I have 2 over fourth root of 3. So now from here, a is equal to 13 times 1.52, which is equal to, what is 13 times 1.52? And you know how to multiply this. That's equal to 19.76. So the answer is, one side of the triangle is 19.76. Ayan, did you understand every step?
Yes.
Mr. Rifa, how about you?
Um, I'm not sure about I understood or not. I think no. I'm sure no.
Okay. So maybe the time has not come for you, Rifa. Let me tell you one thing, Rifa, okay? Are you listening?
Yes.
Sometimes, when I'm teaching at the university, my students, I just tell a joke, okay? And a lot of students laugh. And some students, they don't laugh. And sometimes I think that maybe the students, they don't understand my joke, okay? And after a few days, when I'm just teaching math, not telling a joke, and I see some students laughing. And I ask them, why are you laughing? They say that, Mr. Carson, you told us a joke like 2 weeks ago. Now we understand your joke, okay? So they understood my joke like after 2 weeks. And one day I was just using Facebook, and what is it? Javier Dashar is a very strange name. Yeah, it's very strange name. Just search it. I am. Who is he? Anyway, Rifa, one day, they just put one video in Facebook. One student shared with me. The black guy, it's just African guy, not American guy, black guy, just sitting in the middle of people, and everybody's watching basketball, and everybody's applauding, because somebody actually shoot it, and it was in. The black guy was just looking at somewhere else, not at the people, and all of a sudden he started laughing. All right. And also maybe actually his teacher or his friend told him a joke maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. And during this time when he was watching basketball, he understood that joke. So also here, Rifa, maybe you don't understand, but after maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, okay, if you just keep thinking, one day you'll understand. Okay, the important thing is do not give up, keep thinking, okay? Because sometimes I'm a math teacher. I have been teaching math maybe more than 20 years, but sometimes if my brain stops, not stops means busy with something else, some very easy question I try to solve, I cannot solve sometimes, okay? And I say, okay, just forget about it. And maybe next day when I was drinking coffee or walking, the idea comes. I said, oh, how come I couldn't solve this? Maybe if I don't know what you're feeling right now, if you still don't understand, but at least try to understand the question, okay? Try to understand the question and keep thinking. And in this way, you will just train yourself how to think about something, okay? Because in real life, and we should not expect every problem to be solved immediately, okay? Sometimes it takes time. Maybe it takes 10 days or 20 days, maybe sometimes months or years. Rifa, is it okay?
Yeah, okay.
Let's move to the next question. Murat, read the question.
Five positive integer. What integer? Oh, okay. Positive integers. 5 equals 2 plus 3. 9 equals 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 4 plus 5. Find all polite numbers that can be expressed as the sum of three consecutive positive integers. Okay, mister.
We've done this before.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, we have done this before, but a bit simpler one. But this is a little bit different one. Okay, you have 2 minutes. Think about this and tell me your answer. What is it?
We did it like twice.
Yeah, before we did, right, with polite numbers, which can be expressed as a sum of two numbers. But here is three numbers.
But I still don't remember the solution.
If you don't remember, then remember the idea. Yes, Ayan, any idea or still thinking?
So confused.
Actually, if you get confused, Ayan, in this kind of questions, okay, just think very simple way. For example, it's saying that find all the polite numbers that can be expressed as the sum of three consecutive positive integers, right? Just write a few of them. Let's see what comes out. For example, the smallest one is 1 plus 2 plus 3. That's equal to, what is it? 6. Next one is 2 plus 3 plus 4. That's equal to 9. Next number is 3 plus 4 plus 5. That's equal to 12. Next one is 4 plus 5 plus 6. That's equal to 15. Next one is 5 plus 6 plus 7. That's equal to 18. Oh, now if you look at this, what are these numbers? Actually, this 6 is 3 times 2. This one is 3 times 3. This one is 3 times 4. This one is 3 times 5. Actually, as you see here, these are just multiples of 6, right? So now there's a pattern here. Then find all the polite numbers that can be expressed as a sum of three consecutive positive numbers. What are those numbers? They are just the numbers like 3 times k plus 3, where k is, what is it? Natural number. Natural number means it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, when k is any natural number, actually this gives us all the polite numbers, which can be expressed as a sum of three consecutive positive integers. Okay,
Okay.
are you sure?
Yes.
Good. Let's move on to the next question. Find the 2015th turn of the following sequence. Okay, here 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. That means that once 1 is used once, 2 is used twice, 3 is used thrice, 4 is used 4 times, 5 times. If we just continue like this, what number will come in the 2015th place?
2015.
Why, Ayan? Why?
Cause why not?
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm guessing.
Look, I'm teaching you. I have students. Go. Say again, Ayan, because here it is. If I just say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at that time it will be 2015. But here it says that 1 is used once, 2 is used twice, 3 is thrice. For example, as I see here, this one is first term, right? A1. This one is the second term, and this one is the third term, and this one is number 4, and this one is number 5, and this one is number 6. As you see. So that's why it's not like that. Guys, let's do this together. And the idea here is, okay, and this will continue. If I just write here, for example, 1, okay, and 2, and here we have 3, and here we have 4, and continue, and here we have some number n. I don't know what number is it, okay? So 1 is used only once, 2 is used twice. Here we have 2, 2, 3, 3 times, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4 times, 4, 4, 4, 4. And now if I just write here, n will be used how many times? N times, right? Here this n will be used n times, okay? So now 2015 means I have in the first line, I have 1 number, second line, 2 numbers, 3 numbers, 4 numbers, okay? So now suppose that here, okay, I have n, okay? So how many numbers I have here until n? Until n, I have 1 plus 2 plus 3, because here we have 1 number, here 2 numbers, 3 numbers, until n, okay? N numbers. What is it? Is equal to n times n plus 1 over 2. These are just the sum of the first and natural numbers, okay? So actually here, 2015, so this should be, right? This n, if it is 2015, that is equal to what? Not 2015. So this should be equal to somewhere near 2015. I don't know what is it. But if it is 2015, suppose it's 2015, right? So here we have n times n plus 1. Take 2 to the right hand side. 2 times 2015, that's equal to 4030, right? So now what number can be expressed as the sum of 2 consecutive integers? Instead of this one, how can I find this n? That's one way is, suppose that because n and n plus 1, they are very close to each other. So n is approximately square root of 30. Then actually I can get the exact value of n. What is square root of 4030? That's equal to 63 point something. This one is 63. This one is approximately 63 point something. Okay. So now, okay, I get some ideas now. Suppose that if n equals 63, okay, that means that actually I just write my sequence until 63. So now how many 63s I have? 63, 63, and I write 63 how many times? 63 times. If it is 63, what happens here? How many numbers are used? At the time, if you substitute here, for example, 63 times 64 over 2, which is equal to 63 times 32, which is equal to 63 times 32, that's equal to 2016. Okay, so the last 63 numbers, they are all 63. That means that 2016's number is 63. That means that also 2001 number before that, right? 2015's term, it must be, what is it? 63. Okay?
Yes,
Yes.
actually, never mind.
Did you understand how we are doing this? You don't have to memorize it, but you should understand the idea.
Sort of. I need to watch the YouTube video again to understand it.
One, maybe you need to watch this, and after that you need to try. Okay, solve it again. Okay, where do you get stuck? Then you need to watch this. Okay, because this question is not easy, but not very hard. Because usually in Sasmo, the last 5 questions they're a little bit harder questions. You need to think a little bit deeper and to get the answer. In like 1 or 2 steps, you cannot get the answer. Okay, so Rifa, do you remember this question with a similar one? I think, right? Ayan, I think also you should remember this.
Yes, we did it.
I
Okay.
actually don't remember that we did it.
Can you try again? Okay, let's say 2.5 minutes. All right, and the question is exactly the same, only numbers are different. Idea is the same. Okay, and let's see what can you do. 2.5 minutes. Murat, are you still there or already sleeping?
Sleeping.
Any answer, Ayan, Rifa, Murat?
I have 216.
That's the correct answer.
Seriously?
What do you mean, seriously? You're not sure about your answer?
I didn't think it would be correct.
Why not? Ayan, that means that you need to practice more questions to get more confidence, self-confidence. Okay, Ayan, actually here it says that 3 smaller rectangles are and a square. So this one is a square, right? All sides are. Oy. Small accidents. My son opened the door and my daughter was playing in front of the door and I think she hurt her finger, started crying. Anyway, so that a square, right? It says if the perimeter of the unshaded rectangle is 54. Okay, let's say this side is A and this side is B. And the area of the square is 64. That means that this one is 8, this one is 8. So also this should be 8, and this side is B, right? And also this side is, what is it? A, and this is 8. All right. So it says the area of the square is 64, and the unshaded rectangle, right? The perimeter of the unshaded rectangle, that is, what is it? 2 times A plus B. That's equal to 54. From here, A plus B is equal to 27. So actually this area is 8 times B. This one is 8 times B. 8 times A, that's 8 times A. So the area of the shaded region, that's equal to 8A plus 8B. I need to change actually the lid of my pencil, I think. It's not writing well. 8 times A plus B, it is 27. 160, 56, so it is 216. Good, Ayan. Let's continue. Rifa, do you remember this question?
No,
Really? How come? Yeah, how come you forget so quickly?
I don't know.
Ayan, how about you?
I think the answer. Wait, hold on. I'm almost done.
Okay, can you just, I'll be back in 1 minute. I need to change my pencil lids.
Okay, I have an answer.
What is it?
I think it is 2.
Okay. That's right, Ayan. Very easy question, right? Because it goes to infinity. Suppose that that's equal to x. That means the square root of 2 plus x should be equal to x. Or 2 plus x equals x squared. Now from here, x squared minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. So now we can just factorize this. It is x plus 2, x minus 1 is equal to 0. Not plus, so I think minus, right? So that one is, it is minus here, it is plus here. So x equals 2 or x equals negative 1. So actually here we are talking about the square root of positive number. It cannot be negative. The only answer is 2. So the answer is 2. Good. How many rectangles are there in a 6 by 6 square grid? That is not easy question, but it takes a lot of time. So let's do this together. Just idea, how do we do that? If I give you time, maybe you can start counting. And Rifa, what do you think? How would you count this?
Um, I would count by first of all there's like already 36. Then I count like 4 by 4 squares. That's, I don't know, 3 by 3 squares or like that.
Yeah, actually here it says that rectangles, right?
Oh,
Not square.
rectangles.
Yeah, if it is square, it is quite easy, but it says rectangles.
Oh, so I also would like count like one squares 1 by 2. I don't know, 2
Yeah,
by 3.
first you need to count squares. Like it is, since it is 6 by 6, we need to count 1 by 1 square, 2 by 2, and 3 by 3, and 4 by 4, 5 by 5, and 6 by 6. And if you know, actually, we know how to count this, right? 1 by 1, how many? It is 36. 2 by 2, 25. 3 by 3, 16. 4 by 4, 9. 5 by 5, it is 4. 6 by 6, it is 1. If you just add them up, it is 50, 61, 77, 96. Is it 101? 50, 61, 77, 86, 91. Right?
Mr. Keza,
Yes.
how does 2 by 2 make 25 squares and 3 by 3 make 16?
Okay, here 2 by 2 ion, if you just count, because we don't have to count all of them, just the first line. Here, 2 by 2, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Yes.
So now if you just move down now, here we have the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Here we have 5, here we have 5. Altogether how many? 25.
Oh, okay. I didn't think of it that way.
Okay, because in each line, because symmetric, right? All is symmetric. I don't have to count all 1 by 1. Just only the first line. How many such lines do we have? 5. So it is 25. And also for 3 by 3, in the same way, you can do that. Okay, now that's done. All right, but now rectangle part is a bit, I mean, time-consuming job because I have a lot of rectangles. So what kind of rectangles do we have here? I need to count 1 by 2. But actually, you should just keep in mind that A by B is the same as B by A, right? Because 2 by 3 rectangle, 3 by 2 rectangle is the same rectangle. What I mean here, if you're talking about this rectangle, this is 2 by 1, and actually it's the same rectangle as this one. Okay, it's the same one. So when I say 1 by 2, I mean that it is 1 by 2 or 2 by 1. So I need to count 1 by 2 rectangles and 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5, and 1 by 6. And that's why it is, it's not easy. You cannot solve this in maybe 3, 4 minutes. You need to spend more time. And after that, we need to find 2 by 3, 2 by 4, 2 by 5, and 2 by 6. And after that, we need to count 3 by 4, 3 by 5, 3 by 6. After that, here we have 4 by 5 and 4 by 6. After that, here we have 5 by 6. We need to count all of these rectangles, right? So now 1 by 2 again. If you just count horizontally, here I have, for example, this one 1, right? And this one 2, this one 3, this one 4, this one 5. Now, if I just count right here, I have the same thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many? 25. So horizontally is 25. If I just count this vertically, also I will have 25. So that means the 1 by 2 rectangles are 2 times 25, which is equal to 50. Now, how about 1 by 3? 1 by 3, I'm talking about these rectangles. Right here we have from here to here, it is 1. From here to here, it is 2. From here to here, it is 3. From here to here, it is 4. In one line, I have 4. So how many lines do we have here? 6, right? 6 times 4, 24. And also it's the same as with this, 1 by 3, right? So it is 24. Actually, 24 plus 24, so that's equal to 2 times 24, which is equal to 48. Now, how about 1 by 4? Here we have 1 by 4. This one is 1 to 4, right? 1 to 4. It is 1. This one is 2. And this one is 3. And 6 times 3 is 18. 2 times 18 is 36. So here we have 2 times 18. Here we have 36. Okay. So in this way, you will just continue and count
Teacher, my
this.
internet is gone. I think I live like that.
Huh?
He said his internet was gone, so he left.
Okay. So actually, in this way, you'll count this. Okay, let me just leave it as a homework. Let me see how many can you find this. As I say here, the idea is not complicated, but it takes time. All right, you need to count fast. Otherwise, you cannot do this. Okay. Anyway, Murat, Ayan, let me stop here. We have 2 more questions left. If you have time, try to solve them. Actually, otherwise, we will do them together in our next class. Okay. Guys, I have to finish this class. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. I will meet you next week. Okay.
Goodbye. Have a nice weekend.
Bye bye, you too. Thank you.